What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your folk B High Radio shout in. Hey, man, I got a friend and family member stepping in this show, man. My dog, Mr. Moses Davis, record exec, Columbia Records, one of the best to do it in the game right now as we speak. What's good with it, boss?
What's happening? What's happening? The best to do it. Wow.
I mean, well, you know you gets busy out here, Mo.
For sure.
I mean, Mr. Davis, can you take me from the top, man? What was it that made you get into this music industry? And how was it for you trying to break into this thing, man?
Oh, man. I started out rapping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I wanted to be the best rapper of all time.
We all did.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had my girlfriend at the time was my wife now. We left Chicago. I had went through my, doing different projects and stuff like that, trying to really be a rapper, doing shows and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at Atlanta as the oasis.
Yeah.
I think I need to be there. I think it's forward musically, people who look like me, successful.
Yeah.
I think that I'll be able to make, some waves there. You know what I'm saying? And this was after I went to the military and I would come and visit. And I just was always enamored by the culture. You know what I'm saying? The people here. And just the music, the vibe, everything about it. And we moved out here, man. We had $300 and some credit cards. We ain't had nothing. But I just was just adamant about it. Like, leaving Chicago was really, really difficult, being that I love that place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just felt like I would have a better shot coming here, right?
Yeah.
So I came down, I think that was '06. And, man, we stayed. I started as an intern at WIA, which is the distribution wing for Warner. In the office, they had Atlantic Records, Warner Brothers, Roadrunner Records, Reprise Records, a bunch of different label reps in the building. And a buddy of mine, George, shout out to George, Muse Coffee Shop. Check that out if you're in Chicago. George had an internship that he wasn't going to be able to kind of utilize anymore because he was going into a program to get some higher education or whatever. He like, yo, my man Kevin Weeks, rest in peace. Kevin was like, I need somebody.
Yeah.
So he thought about me. So I came down there, man. He was like, man, be here at 12 o'clock. I'm there at 11:30.
Yeah.
It's not a game. You feel me? I'm in there. And just started from there as an intern, sending CDs out, going on runs with them. And for you know it, man, they was offering me a temporary position because I wasn't working there. They was offering me a temporary position. I was only supposed to be there 3 months. Turned that into 4 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Mess around, got a permanent position. I was managing the office there, but also managing like the new media they was calling it at the time.
Yeah.
And man, that experience, I was working with, B.O.B., Sean Paul, the band, Mano, T.I., bunch of different, early Bruno Mars, a lot of that. I had the opportunity to be a part of those campaigns and really learning from a lot of my mentors like Ken and Kent and Yancey Richardson, James Rose, a couple other people who were very vital in my learning, the learning curve. Because I swear, man, I was so green, bro. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just so happy to be here at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So, man, from there it just grew. I got let go from the Warner system, and I went right into being a road manager, tour manager for Adrian Marcel, artist out of Oakland. He had to hit 2 a.m.
I know him.
So we went everywhere, man. We was all around the world, man. And I did that for 4 or 5 years, and therefore I knew it. I got an opportunity to just do some radio work for Columbia.
Yeah.
It wasn't even no department, nothing, Shout out to Demetrius Lloyd. My man James Brown, he put me on. And, man, I just stuck around and did what they told me, learned on-the-job training, because I had some reference to the promotion world, but I didn't know as much as I learned to this point, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, for I got a permanent position, man. I've been here for a few years, so.
Take me back to that internship, though, Mo. I mean, at that time, you had just came down here, man.
Yeah.
On a wing and a prayer.
For sure.
What was it like trying to manifest a job off of a wing and a prayer in the music industry, sir?
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I know this sounds crazy. I just always knew I was gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's why I jumped like that. I've been a little crazy with it. I just always knew that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
And I just stayed prayed up, man, and just took a shot. You know what I mean? And I would suggest to anybody, man, like, just take a chance. You know what I mean? I took a chance.
But were there ever any times that you felt like, hey man, this might not be working out? I'm following my passion and my dream, but I don't know if this thing gonna work.
Yeah, the intern portion, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that can be
it can go either way.
Man, that can last for years. You could just be hanging around. But I think the more valuable thing that really kept my spirits up was the fact that I was, man, really with these artists. Like these reps was giving me the opportunity to go and be with them and really see the game.
Yeah.
And that was like the little crumbs to keep me moving. You know, it never really got too difficult, you feel me? But it was just like, man, I hope this is not all I'm gonna do. I hope I get a shot to be able to display what I'm actually able to do. You know?
So at what point did you feel like you were getting those shots to be able to show your talents?
I think it was right around the time my big homie James, rest in peace, he made me put together a listening event. He just came up like, Moses, I want you to put this together. Boom. And I'm just like, how the fuck? You know what I mean? But just having to figure that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or when I started moving with the reps and they was giving me responsibilities for artists, or, you know, the radio station got winners, I'm moving with the winners, you know, or I had the opportunity to work one of T.I.'s listening parties. I'm there passing drink. You know, it was little things like that, man, that really was like, man, this is happening for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, because T.I. like right there, though.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't like on the TV no more.
Exactly.
He right here.
working together.
Yeah, you know, and having to go on the road with people like Jaheim, and I'm in the car, and, you know, going to birthday bash, you know, when Plies do all the money. I was there. I had to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff like that, man. It was just like, yo, this is really happening. But it was a gradual thing, which I think was the best space for me because I was able to pick up everything. Because with all those things, I learned what it takes to actually survive in this game. You know what I mean? Those internships, those times where they seem like, when you're really not getting paid the money, the experience itself starts teaching you. You know, know how to move, you know how to be in the rooms and kind of be quiet, you know, kind of just watch what's going on, speak when you're spoken to, learn the psychology of artists, you know, because a lot of times what you see on TV and the human is two different things, right? So those things is just invaluable because I wouldn't be here today without those times.
Okay, Moses, as a record exec too, having to deal with these artists on a regular basis, man, at what times have you found yourself having to restrain your emotions and feelings dealing with out of control artists?
I learned early on not to really get too wrapped up in it emotionally. Okay. Because a lot of times, man, we come in from, even with me being that I was just thrown into the game and started working with big artists, you just don't know sometimes. Yeah. And so you have to have that patience with the artist being that, man, a lot of them just coming straight from their neighborhood to this game, bro. Yeah. And a lot of things come with that. Yeah. You know, my life changing, but I still have an allegiance to these people back here. Yeah. You know, I ain't about to do that. Why we got to do this, then the third. So it's really an education thing, man. Like, you know, you have to understand that some people just don't know. Yeah. And like for me, I like to be in a position where I'm teaching and letting you know and trying to illustrate the reasoning for the things we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to communicate in our relationship. So that keeps me from really going crazy. And being that, like I said, being with promo reps as a youngster, running around with them, and you see how that worked, you learn from that too. Yeah. So the on-the-job trainer really helped me to be a lot more cool. And then being a tour manager where you have to really be with one artist all the time, and you can watch their ups and downs and really having to bring them to a certain place to, you know, after they dealing with personal things, you got to, you know, go over there and talk and console and make sure that they understand that, how the importance of what we on. Because I remember, man, we was on the road once my man had to watch his baby being born on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. Imagine the feeling within, and then you doing shows. The show don't matter as much as the moment
Exactly.
that I missed and things like that. So you have to come in and be able to, kind of navigate an artist through that.
Exactly.
And hopefully you're a person that they trust from I feel like they want what's best for me standpoint. Not trust to give me some money or something like that, but this person is really here in my corner. So I just want to make sure that when an artist with me and my care, we doing something, he know that he or she knows that it's in their best interest. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, speaking of being somebody that the artist trusts, how many of them have you had to rush to the hospital because of overdoses?
Fortunately, none of them. Fortunately, none of them, right?
Yeah.
But there have been some instances and things like that where you have to really think on your feet. And I think that's where a lot of people get lost in this game. It ain't no instruction booklet for this shit all the time.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody, and then a person don't have time to sit around and A, B, C, D. You got to start watching the terrain, like boom. Also, being ahead of the person. So if you working with a person, you start learning their habits and you see they swamp.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead and put the call in for them. Hey, this is me on behalf of so-and-so. We just wanted to follow up regarding this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now, I'd rather you get smacked on your hand for trying to do something to excel us than to just be sitting around waiting on You know what I mean? And you have a lot of people that do that. And I don't...
Yeah, most people.
Yeah, it's just like you sitting around. And I think that's what helped me propel in the game. We got to the point where people was like, dang, Mo, that's what's up. Thank you. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know we needed that. So, that's just me being a student of the game and just paying attention to the terrain. You know what I mean?
When you find yourself at Columbia and now you have a job doing well and living in your truth at the same time, and I mean, did you feel like you made it when you got to Columbia, or how did you feel then?
I felt like I made it at Warner. I remember going in my car yelling like, oh, I did it. Then I came back upstairs like, ain't nothing happened. Like, boom, because, I mean, you got to think, man. I'm from the South Side, bro. I'm from the South Side of Chicago, man. Everybody don't make it out of there. I'm from a neighborhood called Princeton Park. Yeah. I also spent some time over east, South Shore Drive area. Yeah. I graduated from a school called Powell School on the South Side, And the South Side, man, it's a family environment, but it could get, wicked, as y'all know. Yeah. You know what I mean? And coming from that, man, just having so many people who lost their lives in pursuit, just whatever that was, And, man, like when I turned 25, I shed real tears, bro. Yeah. Because, we was getting shot at in 6th grade. Yeah. No bystander, no, you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from they was trying to hit y'all. Like, I'm from, you know killers at 12, 13. Yeah. They be icing. You feel me? They get out, right? Exactly. So to come from that, right? My best friend in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And to come from that to be able to be anywhere remotely, first of all, in Atlanta. How you even thought you could do that from the South Side? Why you thought you could do that? Yeah. Right? So that type of thinking, when you talk about did I think I was going to make it, I'm already thinking, you see what I'm saying? You feel me? So that was the first part, man. And, I used to pray to God, and God, and he been showing out. Since. What I asked for, what I was talking about, happened
long ago.
Back then. Yeah. But all this Columbia and all what I'm able to do now, is just added blessing, man.
As a record executive, though, man, I mean, what are your responsibilities and duties?
Man, to put paint where it ain't. Okay. If I could say so, a small word. But to really, as one of my mentors said, exposure specialist. You know what I mean? To put you out there, to make you seen, to where, if you have a little something, make it a big something. You know what I mean? If that's taking you to barbershops, you know what I mean? Taking you to schools, that's taking you to
So your specialist is your artist that you're talking about?
No, I'm the specialist. You know what I'm saying? But if you have I have a product, being the artist, making that product popular to the common person. Yeah, you know what I mean. So taking this person that may be hot in Florida and and taking them in my region, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, and really blowing them up. Yeah, you know what I mean. And we have counterparts all over the country to really help create your story, to where people know you. You know what I mean? So using the mediums like yourself, radio mostly, you know what I mean? And, putting you in the new media space and different things like that to where people can have access to you to get more into you as the product, as the artist.
Yeah.
That essentially gets you to being the biggest one on the planet so where you can really change your life.
Okay. With that being said, because I was about to go and talk about the artist, but I want to continue about what the hell you do. What is it like having a job where you can kind of create the flow for the artist?
That's the best.
You see what I'm saying? Because you get to use your creative ability and analytic abilities to help this person blow.
It's beautiful.
So talk to me about that.
It's beautiful. I think everybody essentially wants to be in a position where they're able to control the output, and it kills the monotony. Because each artist are called for different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to maybe put one over here on the news. This one not ready for that. He got to go to these blogs. We maybe hit the colleges, the high school. You know what I mean? So just the freedom in being creative. Is just, and then the team that I have, bro, is just a beautiful team. It's just a beautiful company, period. They really are open to it, within region, within the budget or whatever, within reason, and they allow you to do things as long as it makes sense, as long as it's going to highlight the profile of the artist, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what we aim to do, bro, and it feels good because it feels like a service business, because you taking people, man, who are they're here essentially chasing their dream, man.
Come on,
and you
man.
a part of that. You know what it feel like to watch. I remember running around with Flow Rider, man. We was passing out, glossies. I don't know how old y'all might be, but that was the those autographs. That was the pictures that people used to sign. I remember passing them out for the Low record. You remember, and man, I remember running around with him, man, and people didn't know him as much. And then all of a sudden, bro, he like.
Boom.
It's like, yo, that's dope, bro. You know what I mean? We run around Lil Nas X high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, at one point he was just in these halls as just a young dude, man.
Yeah.
Now they chasing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be a part of these moments, man, is just like, it's priceless.
Okay, what do you think it is that makes an artist blow, though?
It's a myriad of things. I think it depends on the artist and the end user, the customer, what they want from them. You know what I mean? Are you really adhering to what they want to see in the artist? I can't really tell you specifically because there's so many different artists and fan bases. Because the same thing they want from Erykah Badu, they may not want from Glorilla. You feel what I'm saying? So your job is really finding out what world is that Erykah is in?
Yeah.
What can you build around that to get those people in that world to pay more attention to this artist that you got who may be in that vein? And that's the skill, knowing where to put artists. You want to make sure that you're putting them in a place that's going to accent what they do. You know what I'm saying? And that could be difficult to some people when you don't really know the landscape.
Exactly. So when dealing with artists, though, man, what is that like when you're dealing with these superstar-ass people on a regular damn basis, man, and their temperaments while you trying to move them around and help them promote their new projects?
Listen, man, there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. And you have to be kind of, I want to say you got to kind of just have an understanding. So when you come see me, right? So you come to the Southeast.
Yeah.
You probably done been West Coast, East. You've been doing 100 things before you get to me.
Yeah.
See, I put it to you like this. When y'all buy a concert ticket in June for September, if my concert started in June, I'm working June, July, right? But when it comes time for your date, you don't want to hear so-and-so sick or they tired, but we don't have this understanding of what it really take, man, to bring you a show, to do an hour, 2 hours a night.
Yeah.
We don't understand what that really takes.
Yeah.
So for me, having been on both sides of it, having been on the road with artists and being on tours that I don't even know what day it is no more. They just running together. We working so much. Being on tours where we just got a hotel room to have it. We don't even go. We never even, we just drop bags and come get the bag.
Yeah.
Then we on the plane or we driving. That's where the experience come from.
Yeah.
I don't really get frustrated because I get it. I've seen your itinerary, bro. And my team, we work, bro. Like, you come see me, we gonna work. I know you want to sit down. We gonna eat. We gonna get your food. But we gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because, I mean, I don't think people know what it take to do this, bro.
Yeah.
Until they doing it, it's like, oh, wait, what? Oh, we gotta do that, this. Yeah. Yeah, we up at 7:30. We ain't gonna be due to 7. I'm just saying, man. Listen, man, let me tell you something. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for it? A lot of y'all want to do this. Are you ready for that, though? I'm working all the time. I got kids and everything. I'm on the clock 24/7. You are too. You an artist? You got to be working all the time. There's going to be late night studio sessions. There's going to be ones in the morning. There's going to be birthday parties you're going to miss. You're going to be on this road. No, you're not flying. You driving. Yeah, you ready for that? Yeah, it take 12 hours to get from here to there. But that's where they want to see you at. You're going to go to a lot of towns you ain't never been to before. Are you ready for that? This is work, baby. And this the top of the game. You got to come with your A game. Or don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? Because we get busy.
With that being said, Mr. Davis.
Yes, sir.
With an artist, what is it that they can do to make themselves appealing to a major label, to make a major label want to get in bed with them, to introduce them to you?
I mean, man, just get hot, man. Because they'll find you.
Yeah.
They'll find you, bro. Like, just get hot. You could be anywhere. They'll find you. You know what I'm saying? And have something. Proof of concept is great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you rap or whatever, be hot enough that somebody could go to your place and reference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I know so-and-so. That's a starting point. Some people do take chances. I don't know if we in the take chances game right now.
Nah.
The game got shareholders. People want their money, right? So bring something that I think is viable. I just showed that it worked because we may get it wrong sometimes. A lot of artists moved on to other labels because this label probably didn't see the vision and then they went over here and saw it, right? Mm-hmm. So I can't tell you right or wrong, but if you show proof of concept that this is working, I think you have a better chance. You know what I mean? I'm willing to help people build that, and kind of, you want to be in these places. You want to have your YouTube. You want to have some engagement on your Instagram.
Exactly.
Just not a lot of followers.
Yeah.
But some engagement. Like when you go live, who on there? You know what I'm saying? When you say something, who liking it? Okay. They pay attention to that because they really want to see who's actively engaging with you. Because I can play with the numbers and look big, but who's actually listening?
Exactly.
Get your Spotify and all that up. I know the playlisting and all that is popular. However you got to do it.
Yeah.
But somewhere where people can really see, okay, boom, there's something here. Because just telling somebody you hot ain't going to do it.
You damn right. Now, with that being said, when it comes time for budgets for these artists, how hot do you got to be? What is a budget for a big hot-ass artist, and what is the budget for a regular artist that just sliding in there?
I don't know. I don't know the number. You know what I'm saying? But you could just tell by the movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are they on the road a lot? Mm-hmm. Because that costs.
Yeah.
Everything that's done costs. How often are you seeing them? Somebody spending some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you could just look at, okay, they just here, then that's what you can see by how much you see in them that it's being a lot of money spent. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know the numbers. That's beyond my pay grade, what it is. But you could tell when it's a big budget and when it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but when you think about the budgets, can you just give me a ballpark figure of how much would you be getting? How much would be going into that damn marketing budget to make that artist be big? Because this is my other question. When you got artists out here, some of them seem like they coming out of no damn well, but it seems like the marketing behind them is superior.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it got to be in the millions, man, if you get some premium marketing. If you get premium marketing, like you look at that person on like this magazine, this national publication, international publication.
So if I got $1 million budget, because see, this also goes both ways. So if I got $1 million marketing budget going through a label, what should I expect? And then also, if I got $1 million and I need to market and promote my stuff independent, what should I be trying to do?
I think I don't know if a million is a lot at a label because there's just so many moving parts. Because yeah, you got marketing, but you got travel, you got so many so many different parts. So
that ain't even a lot.
That ain't gonna do it. That ain't a lot. So, but if you got a million as an independent artist, like, yo, you could really, really get busy. But I think most of it.
Wait a minute, because see, we gonna have to dig deep into this part.
Yeah, I don't know if
$1
that's
million
a lot.
marketing is not a lot of money, sir.
I don't think so. Because I just think things cost, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you get with that? I mean, how far would you be able to get with that? Because now you're crushing my dream. Now
I don't know. It's hard to quantify because some people take that same budget and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to quantify because this is a people business, man.
Yeah.
We can spend $20 million and your shit don't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee from the money, man.
Yeah.
It's really about the artist and the quality of their relationship with their audience. That's where you might spend $20,000 and but if I know X amount gonna be here for me, I could make an impact with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I bought my own ads. Maybe I just used Pandora. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just the quality of your audience relationship with you is everything.
Okay. Artist A comes into Columbia Records. They put he or she out and they flop.
Yeah.
Artist B comes into Columbia Records. They put he or she out and they blast off.
Yeah.
What was the difference between the two artists, man?
Again, just the relationship with their audience, number one, because a lot of times shit drop and people didn't know.
Yeah.
Even with the marketing and everything, I'm telling you, man, because like
Shit.
sometimes we may not be as engaged with certain avenues of your audience like you should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, maybe you know how, if you would have shared it here, it could have made a bigger impact. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying.
Okay, see, that's another question I got. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
in
with
certain
you.
cases, I think that there's an expectation from labels, and I don't know what's being said, but I think sometimes, whether it's being said or not, there's an expectation. We on a major label, I should get X, Y, Z.
Not knowing that a tweet or Instagram post will take your ass a long way.
Because, man,
They're following you, fool.
maybe we not hitting that
Yeah.
part. We doing this, and this. That part right there would have been, if we'll learn that for next time. I think we have some great people in place.
Yeah.
But that's not to say we don't miss something.
Yeah.
We have to work together in this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both sides. In my belief, we both have to work together. So the difference again is just sometimes your shit wasn't hot too.
Yeah.
Like we gonna just come on, man. Like, you know, sometimes they ain't even your audience, they ain't want that.
Yeah.
You what the fuck? What's this? I thought he was
Come on.
maybe this was your gospel album. They like, we ain't want gospel from you.
Come on.
We like when you talk about da-da-da-da. That's the case for a flop. Sometimes you waited too long.
Ooh.
You know, we in the time now, bro. Ain't nobody waiting on you, man.
Yeah.
You gotta put it out there.
Mr. Davis, as a marketing specialist though, man, I mean, somebody trying to get into this music industry in this digital age and in today's time, what advice do you got for them?
Be consistent
Okay.
and always update your software. And I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about no machine. I'm talking about you. Stay updated. Stay current. You know, look at the business as a whole, but look at the landscape. You know, especially with technology. You know, you could stand out by being the person with the most innovative technology. You know what I'm saying? You might put a person on to some app or some device that allow a person to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
And that blow you up. You know what I'm saying? You're a person that people come to for more than just music. You're pretty knowledgeable. I think one thing like Money Man stay with some knowledge, bro. Like, yeah, you
Money
can do
and
this.
Nipsey.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think that's part of their makeup.
Brand.
And that, you feel what I'm saying?
Ooh.
People want to learn too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I think we just think, and we don't know our power, bro. Like when you on these microphones, man, talking to these kids, man, if you just look in their eyes, how they singing these songs with such passion, bro, you'd have thought Mahalia Jackson was writing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it really touched their soul, bro. It really touched their soul, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blind about that. So what I would tell you is, man, you know, watch the terrain, watch what's going on, and stay innovative. You know what I mean? And invest in yourself. You know, if so and so ain't doing it like you want to do it, and you see a better way, do that.
Yeah.
They'll come right behind. Boy, you got it high. Boom, we gonna come and make it even, you know, make it go further. You see what I'm saying? So it's a mutual responsibility. You know what I'm saying? On my end, I have to make sure that I'm putting you in the best position to win with the, you know, capacity that I have and knowing where to put your music, who to talk to about your music, you know, where to take it. And then on your end, making sure your people are well informed. We're going to do the overhead or whatever, but also you doing the job of consistently reminding your audience, because who sells your music better than you?
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, what are some of the biggest mistakes that artists make getting into the game?
Thinking you bigger than the game? Nobody bigger than the game. Tell you this, man. The NBA, where Michael Jordan retired? Right. The finals on, ain't it?
Yeah.
Did it stop?
All
right. So don't ever think it's you, bro. Nobody bigger than the game, bro. And when you come in here thinking that, you know, cause see, you getting older every second, every year, every month. You know, it's to the point, man, it's hard for people to even name the hottest song from 2 years ago.
Yeah. Shit.
So you arrogant, man, then you gotta know you're dependent on people, bro.
Yeah.
How you arrogant? People got to make you hot.
Yeah.
You arrogant?
Yeah.
You in the service business, bro, because the moment you not serving, if I go to this restaurant and the chicken getting dry, I'm out of here.
Exactly.
I used to come here every Wednesday. I had it on the calendar.
Exactly.
Now that ain't serving me no more.
That's right.
So you have to understand that. You have to understand that this ain't the long career game. A lot of y'all might average 2 years, if that. How many people back where they started? And a lot of it is attitude. A lot of y'all want to be late. You don't want to be punctual. Listen, man, punctuality. Don't waste nobody time. You understand? I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste nobody time. Be on time.
Well, it's about respect.
For sure.
You
up
see
and
what
down.
I'm saying? When you showing up late, you disrespecting everybody.
Okay, then, but some people don't think that. They think they being the star. They think that's the way you're supposed to do it. Now, that's the quickest way out the game.
Yeah.
Because, look, y'all, I know y'all feel like the music business is so big. It feel big. It's this big, though.
About 5 niggas ain't there working.
And I'm telling you, your career could die from one of these.
Woo!
One phone call, you done. Nobody touch you. Because you wanted to
Nobody even said nothing to you.
Nah, and they not. And you wanted to play with him, and you ain't know. He, man, don't, you over with. It's over. So it's best to keep, you know, keep respect. The respect for yourself and respect for the people who working with you, because they don't got to work with you, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in a privileged position to be sitting here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To even be a part of what's going on, to be a part of people's advancement in life. Because it means a lot to me to see a person succeed. Because I'm going to succeed. I feel like I'm going to succeed. I have the confidence enough, and I believe in the Father, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep him first.
With that being said, as a record exec, what artist fell into your lap that you had to promote that was like a layup? That you was like, okay, this is too easy because this...
None of them. Ain't none of them. None of them. It's all work. ain't no layups. Ain't no layups.
Well, also be this, and see, and then I want to rephrase it too in the same breath instead of saying a layup. And you knew that when you took off with this plan, it was like jumping from the free throw.
None of them. They all work, man.
So nobody came in there with enough motion to where it was like, oh, we not add my sauce to this, it's going to amplify.
It ain't that. It ain't the motion. It's not. You can have a dope record. But they got dope records. Hey, man, this is war, bro. I'm just Columbia.
Yeah.
What about Atlantic?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What about Epic? RCA? We all trying to get these same positions, bro.
Yeah.
And they got killers on their team. So when you put this big artist against this big artist, who gonna get the slide? I might have put a record out. I was going crazy for a week. Here come Chris Brown. Damn, I gotta fight that.
Yeah.
Right? Dirk gotta recognize this, right? I gotta, but keep in mind, it's a war, bro. We go to war, and man, when we on these phones, bro, trying to convince people to play our records over this person's record.
Yeah.
That I know hot like mine. You know what I mean? But I have to sell you on why mine hotter.
Yeah.
I have to show these, this data. I have to be well versed in my field, bro.
That's right.
You understand? Cause ain't none of them easy, bro. It seemed like well, that's so and so, that's Beyonce, that's this. Bro, this is we work, bro. This ain't no easy game. You really have to your relationships have to be solid. You know what I mean? You have to get a person to answer the phone, even hear what you're talking about. To get a meeting with a programmer, a music director, that says a lot, bro. Because they ain't got me with you. I made my decision.
Yeah.
I don't gotta. My job is to make sure that their decision require one of my records going in them slides.
Yeah.
So ain't none of them easy, bro. Cause I'm fighting, man. Once you hit 40, or when we trying to get you on the chart and all that, we gotta fight, man. When you see number one, there's a lot of fighting went on, bro. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had, man, move that. I think I should be here. It's a lot of work that's involved, B. For real.
Okay. So obviously you're passionate about your position and career, but that sounds like a lot of work too, my friend.
It's not though.
So break that down. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because see, I'm a people person, but to a certain extent. So I don't know if I can deal with these folks having to fight and claw. But then I understand. I learned so much in what you just said, because it was like, okay, the reason why an artist is successful is because they got somebody like you on their damn team.
Or a bunch of me's.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they got you in promotion, you in concert, you in publicity, you in somewhere, you're going to win.
And you, and you artists, you too.
Okay, now.
We need you too. Because I could be doing all this for nothing, man. I'm going to go. Okay? You could be singing about lollipops. I don't give a... You send it to me as work time.
Yeah.
But you gotta go hard for you. Why I'm going hard for you? You ain't going hard for you.
Well, because I just signed to a label and it's supposed to be a cakewalk. Moses ain't supposed to be over here working hard as you. That's what you getting paid for. I go into the studio and I go and do an interview when I feel like it.
I'll put it to you.
I saw somewhere Future say he don't want to do interviews, so get what, I don't want to do interviews
You
either.
ain't Future.
But I don't. That's how I feel. When I went to my show and 500 folks went crazy, I felt like I was Future, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, but you want 25,000 folks to go crazy, and this the way we gonna walk you to the promised land, bro. And you're gonna have to get on that radio too. I know you streaming, but you ain't gonna do no stadiums without that radio, baby.
Break down the radio.
Yeah, man. I know a lot of people don't feel like it, but you can't be free. Now, I know streaming is very prevalent and everything, but that radio, man, it's powerful, man.
Come on.
And there's a lot of America out here. And everybody ain't on Spotify. When you start doing these tours and you start going to these towns where they still on this radio, and they learn their music through this radio, and the jocks and the people in that, in that area. I know that's becoming a lost art.
Well, no, the radio programs the community.
For sure. But
so if you ain't in the program, then you ain't getting nowhere.
But there's the thing that people believe that, it's not prevalent, but I have to school them. And then they see the difference once they start getting radio. You'll hear, I've heard an artist recently talk about, man, that radio, man, it's a big difference.
Well, because see, I'm going to tell you the big difference between radio and streaming. Hearing a song, back when I did work in radio, I would get a record from somebody and I'd listen to it. And I'm like, okay, that's a good record. If I didn't break that record and I was in the car listening to another station play that record over the radio, first of all, when it coming over the air, it sounds totally different.
Hey,
I don't know what it is about that radio, but it makes that record sound 10 times
especially
crazier.
If you're in the car, bro, that experience alone to get them both.
Yeah.
Because, I don't really listen to songs outside the car. I got to hear it in the car.
Yeah.
I got to hear it in the car.
Come on, man.
It ain't one of the ones. I don't even make no judgment until I hear it in the car.
So, also, to go deeper with that whole radio thing, too, man, how does an artist go about getting radio play?
Relationships, man. relationships. You know, do you know the DJs in the city? Do you know the radio DJs, artists?
Yeah.
Did you meet them? Did you pull up? Are you the person they can't stop seeing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you bringing value? Look, man, I promote you on this. Let's do a mixtape together. What are you bringing? Because a lot of y'all just handing shit to people.
Yeah.
Ain't no value in that. Build them relationships, man. People want to help you, especially in the A, bro.
Yeah.
The one place I seen people really want, man, he fine.
Yeah.
They'll promote you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the easiest way, man, is to build relationships, to be out in the scene, you know, and build a scene. You might not be in so-and-so clique, but me and this group, we building something.
Yeah.
And be a person of community, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be spotted and make some hot shit, man. I know, man, that's your life. You talking about your life. I get it. But is it dope, though? I know it's deep, and this what really happened. Is it dope, though?
You know, I got so mad the other day because I was thinking about a lot of this pain music. I'm like, it's seeming like these artists twist their ankle before they even go in the booth now.
Man, like,
they just in pain.
But is it hot, though?
Come on, man. I don't want to hear about you hurting unless you jamming.
That's it. And it's not, a lot of times you ain't jamming.
Come on.
And you know, look, radio, man, they want people to keep that shit locked.
Yeah.
On the dial. You want to get on the radio? Give them something that people gonna lock into. The way you lock in, burn the city up, man. Burn up where you at, man. Tear it up. You supposed to be everywhere, man. Where's the record store? There's a few record stores left. Build the relationships with them. You know, build the relationships wherever you can, man. Because who can build and spread your campaign? You don't have to worry about no radio, no labels, because they'll be coming, bro.
What happens to artists after they put them with Moses? Moses had to, you know, wrestle them to get them to go to interviews every damn day.
Yeah.
They ain't even showing up to the studio sessions. They late for shows. They late for everything. And the album winds up not doing what the hell it's supposed to do.
You out of here. Droppy drop. Peace. Moving right along. Right off. Peace. You out of here. What we supposed to do with you?
And what do they say in those times? Have you heard from artists after?
Yeah, oh, what?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What?
The downside, the
man,
downfall,
because,
how they
listen,
did.
man. Listen, bro. Everybody ain't gonna get to where you was at, artists. Especially you talk about a label.
Yeah.
They can say what they want about it, whatever. And I wouldn't, you know, people have their opinion. I can't tell nobody about their experience.
Yeah.
Right? But I do know getting a major label shot is something to be said, man. You know, if you work really hard as a musician, you got a shot, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
You know, but what was the question I forgot?
What the hell do they say after they get dropped?
They call you because you said, all right. When you was getting moved around, you know, and they had drivers for you. You know, when you come to the airport, they got your name. Ooh, that's gone. You remember we used to go to the radio station?
Yeah.
It was late, but we went up at the radio station real easy. I'm pumped, you know what I mean? I'm bumping fists. Yeah. We just go straight upstairs. Now you come back. And you can't,
what you doing here?
Man, excuse me. Can I help you? Your phone dry. You know, you used to get a lot of calls. You know what I mean? Everybody was calling you, you know, that's over with. Your streams, what happened to them? Them done disappeared. Right? Now you calling me. Hey, man, you think you could, I'm trying to get my song on the radio. You think you could connect me with so-and-so? Man, I'm trying to come back. It's like, do they want to connect? Nah, no, they don't want to connect. Because now you done dwindled away. And you ain't as valuable as you once was to the platform, to radio, to whatever label you was associated with.
Because wasn't nobody doing you a favor. Everybody was doing their job.
And listen, it burned when you going back to the crib and you got to be around them people you shit on. It burned when you was ducking people because you were so busy when you really weren't doing nothing. It burn when you got to go back to that.
You was so busy, but you weren't really doing
No,
nothing.
you really wasn't doing nothing. You was on your man. You know what I'm saying, right? It
Woo.
burn when it get empty, man,
Yeah,
because it can go away
yeah,
fast. But you got to respect the game you playing, bro. In any game you in, you got to respect the game, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Have some respect for it, because this potentially can really change your life, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an opportunity there, and I think sometimes people underestimate said opportunity and look at it as, yeah, man, you know I'm hot. I'm the hottest thing ever. And therefore, you know what, you out of here.
Has there been an artist that you've seen take advantage of that opportunity and go all the way up through there?
Yeah, man, I seen plenty of artists. I seen plenty of artists. You interviewed Polo G. I'm really proud of Polo.
Yeah, Polo bad boy.
Yeah, you know, I remember that nobody wanted to talk to Polo. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nobody wanted to, nothing. And he didn't let that stop him, man. He did him.
Yeah.
You know, I watched him do Polo. Like, he don't sound like nobody.
He could have easily went the drill route.
You feel what I'm saying? He do his Polo thing.
Yeah.
And I really respect that, man.
Yeah.
I watched T.I. do his thing, you know. Because I was following T.I. back in I'm Serious days.
Yeah.
You know, I had the damn mixtape on there where you jacking for beats.
Yeah.
You know, when niggas wasn't, you know, when he had to show y'all, he had to really
he
get
was
out in
working.
the streets. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was in the streets, I think it was.
Yeah, PSC.
Yeah, bro. Like, I respect that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? They said, what? I'm still on what I'm on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even Lil Nas, you know, I know he has some antics or some things that he does that everybody may not be down with, but he lean into that. Like,
Yeah.
this what I'm on, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Could you imagine you a country, rap, whatever and that went number one on urban radio?
Crazy.
You got to have some kind of belief in yourself, bro.
Then I also got to ask you, too, about those tricks of the trade, though. Being with a major versus being independent, what are some of the buttons that Moses can push that the average person can't push?
Relationships, bro. Again, it's relationships, because I got a certain relationship with said dude over there. And I build them to where, well, at least I think I do, because we got, you know, you got transactional relationships that feel like relationships.
Exactly.
But, no, it's relationships.
Yeah.
You know, it helps that I'm at a major label too, right?
Yeah.
But I can make a call, you can't call, you can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they answer. It may be because they want a benefit, they want some tickets to a show. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I can make that call. Whereas you might make the call and it's like, who is this?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I think those, and I think even with a major labels could call Pepsi.
Yeah.
They may not deal with you yet. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But it's easier when you have somebody who has the relationship.
Exactly.
So it's relationships, bro. Relationships is everything. Because you can start at a certain place. That don't mean that's where you're going to finish.
Come on
I
now.
look at so many people I started with, bro. They VPs, but they was motherfucking mailroom at one point in time.
My God.
So imagine how you treated them and what they can do now.
Exactly.
And I treat everybody the same, bro.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big eyes, little U's with me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Davis, I understand that you got a book on the way as well, sir.
Oh man, word.
Yeah, you're giving out all the game.
Yeah, we working on a little something, man. Just coming up with a rolling title, but I think it's just more about informing.
Okay.
You know, properly informing artists on their journey. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of illustrating the things that you need from your marketing. You know, really knowing your audience. You know, studying the business. You know, learn about your publishing. You know what I'm saying? Get your entertainment lawyer. Not even to have first, but to learn from.
Ooh.
You know, you want to get a person. You want to learn somebody who's in publicity. Meet somebody who's in marketing. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Because, okay, say I go get all them people. I don't know nothing about none of them spaces. I'm wasting time still, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we want to do, man. We want to put together a text, man, for people to be able to look in and kind of follow step by step to give them a better chance of being the artist or being the success that they want to be. Because I think at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is life stuff. You know, we're in a business that brings joy to people, but it's a people business.
Yeah.
And a lot of what pertains to your success and advancement in it is just life stuff, common sense stuff. You know, respecting your brother,
Yeah.
your neighbor, the people you doing good business. You know, just really keeping your name clean. You know, I feel like I got A1 credit out here. I ain't never, you know, backhanded or did nothing with nobody.
Exactly.
So I think I want to put that purity into a text, man, to where people can listen. And, you know, I can't talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So at least the book can talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Feel that.
Yeah.
Lastly, Moses, what is it that you want the people in the audience to know? And then also, if somebody just want to hit you to pick your brain and talk to you, how do they get in contact with you?
That costs a little bit.
Talk to
Costs
me.
a couple dollars.
Let me
But you can
know.
talk to
Where
me.
can they pay the couple dollars?
Yeah, you can reach me. Just hit me on Instagram at my name, MYNAMEIS, MRDAVIS. My name is Mr. Davis.
Okay.
Just hit me on the gram. You know what I mean? Let's chop it up and we'll go from there. Then after that, we can do all the other whatever, you know. But that I just want people to know that I love this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love the game. I love helping artists live their dreams. And that's what I'm about, you know. Aside from the book, I'm starting an agency to where, you know, we have an opportunity for talent to be sourced out in these rooms that they may not always get to. You know? I would love for young black kids or young Hispanic kids or kids who feel displaced to be, if he's a great director or he does editing or he does production or he's a, you know, to we all have a family to whereas, man, so-and-so coming, you know, Usher might need an engineer or Coke might need a director, cameraman.
Yeah.
That's what we want to put together, man.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, amongst that, you know, selling home goods, you know, we got rugs, carpets, pillows, you know, different stuff like
What
that.
a site.
We working on it. It's going to
Okay.
be called the Peanut Gallery.
That's hard.
Yeah, we working on some stuff, man, you know, because we just want to make sure that the community knows that you could do anything you put your mind to. You know what I'm saying? And
also, I hate to cut you out, but I
That's
also
all
want to ask you about how fulfilling it is, even though you came into the music game wanting to be an artist yourself, but then finding yourself on the business and the executive side of things. How was that still able to scratch that itch and be fulfilling at the same time?
because I still like to rap, right?
Yeah. Still got balls.
But you will never lose that. I'm not getting on stage every night. But like, okay.
It
look,
ain't
bro,
cute once you start working.
Man, when you being with an artist and seeing
Yeah.
what they have to deal with, not just outwardly, man, but just internally, it ain't the thing for me. You know, your family get nuts.
Yeah.
You know, the expectation, period. Just you out in the street,
Yeah.
person, man, this they chance, man.
Yeah.
But you eat with family. How you deal with that? You know, I think me and you had a conversation about that.
Yeah.
That's not always the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And when you add music to it, when you add a song that really speaks somebody's life, and you the one made it, and they come, man, and they wanna hug you, and man, you might have just came out of getting dental. They don't want to hear that shit.
Oh, my
And I don't
God.
know if I'm always be what a person want me to be. I think the hardest job, I think Leo said, it was trying to get people to like you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're gonna like me all the time. And in this business, that's a requirement.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if I will fulfill that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing. I don't know if I could live up to that. I'm just being honest. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
Be likable 24/7.
Yeah. You know, if you call me too many, you know, bitches and hoes because
Yeah.
I ain't take a picture, I don't know how I'm gonna react to that.
Exactly.
You know? So, you know, you get to time brands to you. You got to act a certain way. It just become increasingly difficult. Whereas I just love the music.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love everything that come with it. I definitely commend all artists,
Yeah.
independent, who got, you know, got some motion, popular, because they have to deal with that on all levels. You know what I'm saying? And I really commend them because it's a mental health thing.
Yeah.
You know, and really trying to give people happiness in spite of what you may be going through, good or bad. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't know if I will be able to live up to it like
Yeah.
that. But just man, like I said, helping people make their dreams come true.
Yeah.
It feels so good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it feels so good to see a person go from a relative unknown to a star, and they can really feed their family and man off music, you know,
Yeah.
off songs and travel the world, you know, and come out of environments where they wasn't slated to come out of, man,
Come
where they
on.
could have been a statistic, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing, man, for me. So that's what I want people to know about me. I'm here to give, and we grow together. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? It's not a one-sided thing. I think it's win-win with me. So
Moses,
you already know.
as always, man, appreciate you
sir.
coming through this thing, boss. Wish you
Yeah.
nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio shouting, Mr. Davis. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.
Yeah.